Okay, let us look at problem number 9 from Hall and Knight Higher Algebra, chapter 5b. Find the sum of the infinite series 1 plus 1 plus b times r plus 1 times b plus b square times r square plus 1 times 1 plus b square plus b cube times r cube, and so on the pattern goes. So we know that the next term in this sequence is 1 plus b square plus b cube plus b to the power 4 times r to the power 4. Okay, so we know, we can see the pattern in this series. So we have to find the sum of the infinite series of this series. Okay, so let us write S is equal to 1 plus 1 plus b times r plus 1 plus b plus b square r square plus 1 plus b square plus b cubed r cube, and so on. Okay. Now let us multiply this left hand side by r. So this becomes r times s. This becomes 1 times r, so we will write it here r. This becomes 1 plus b times r square, so we will write 1 plus b times r square plus this becomes 1 plus b square times r cube, and this goes 1 plus b square plus b cube times r to the power 4, and so on, right? So we subtract these two terms, so we get, on the left hand side we get 1 minus r times s, and on the right hand side we get 1 minus 0, which is 1, plus 1 plus br minus r, this is simply br, 1 plus b square times r square minus 1 plus b r square. So we can see that 1 plus b will cancel, and all you will be left with is b square r square, right? And fourth term would be 1 plus b square will cancel this 1 plus b square, because both are multiplied by r cube, and all you will be left with is b cube r cube, and so on. So we see that on the right hand side we are getting a geometric progression with the first term as 1 and the common ratio is b times r. Now what is given about b and r? It is given that this is proper fraction. R and b are proper fractions. Okay, proper fractions are fractions where numerator is less than the denominator. So we know that absolute value of b is less than 1 and absolute value of r is less than 1. So absolute value of b times r is also going to be less than 1. Okay, so we know that absolute value of b times r is less than 1, and because it is less than 1 we can sum this geometric series for infinite number of terms. Now the sum of this geometric series would be 1 minus r times s is going to be equal to 1 divided by 1 minus common ratio is br, so it is br, and therefore this implies that s is going to be 1 divided by 1 minus b times r divided by 1 minus r. Okay, let us look at problem number 10. The sum of the three numbers in GP is 70. If the two extremes be multiplied each by 4 and the mean by 5, over here they mean the geometric mean, that is the middle term, the products are in AP. Find the numbers. Okay, so let us say that our three terms are A, AR, AR square. So these three terms are in GP. We know that the sum of these terms is equal to 70. So A times 1 plus R square is equal to 70. Okay. Now we are multiplying the extremes by 4. So this becomes 4A. AR square becomes 4A R square. And the mean by 5. So they are multiplying this middle term by 5. So this becomes 5AR. Now it is given that 4A, 5AR and 4AR square, they are in AP. Okay. So these three terms are in AP. So what we know is that 4A plus 4AR square divided by 2 should be equal to 5AR, because 5AR is the arithmetic mean of 4A and 4AR square, right? So from here we get 2A plus 2AR square is equal to 5AR. Now assuming that A is not equal to 0, okay, A is not equal to 0, we can cancel A from each of these terms. So what we get is 2R square minus 5R plus 2 is equal to 0, and this is a quadratic equation that we can solve very easily. This is 2R square minus 4R minus R plus 2 is equal to 0. So you have 2R, R minus 2 minus R minus 2 is equal to 0, and if you factorize this, this becomes 2R minus 1 times R minus 2 is equal to 0. Like always, we get two possible values of R. R can be equal to 1 by 2 or R is equal to 2. Now let us first consider what happens if R is equal to 2. Okay, so this becomes A 1 plus 2 plus 2 square. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 2 square is equal to 70, and you get A is equal to 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7 is equal to 70, and therefore A is equal to 10, and your three terms in GP are going to be 10. 10 times 2 is 20, and 10 times 4 is going to be 40. Okay, so these are your three terms in GP. What happens if we take R is equal to half? Again, you will get the same terms in GP. The only thing is that you will get 40 first. So what happens is, let us just try. A times 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 70, and therefore this is equal to, this is 3 by 4, 1 3 by 4 becomes 7 by 4, 7 by 4 is equal to 70, and therefore A is equal to 40. So all you are getting is, you are getting the same GP but in the reverse order. So the first term becomes 40, second term becomes 20, and the last term becomes 10. So normally in such kind of problem it is, you can only take one value of R that you get and you will get the correct answer. Okay, and we are done.